Ooh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Josh with American Gnome Productions. I should be used to this by now. I hope you guys are doing well. Got a few things planned, depending on how my mood goes. But I do kind of want to. Well, this is new because I've never featured material like content material from like other creators because I'm deathly afraid of the copyright strikes or whatever. But um, this is going to be sort of a let's watch on a analog horror series that um, I have a very great fondness for. Just because it evokes some nostalgia from the cable days of when I was a kid. Um, where you had local access mixed with late night programming and weird off kilter shit, from scrambled stations and fucking just like a Joe Bob Briggs type fucking material where it's just B movie stuff and um, super high concept horror or thrillers or low concept, but just really good in general. And this kind of reminds me of that. I can't do that. I can't. Um, but before we start, um, we do have some standards. So get your gear, um, your mode of choice, I guess. Doing some dabs, and I've also now I live in a house with other people, so um, this tightly packed, gorgeous uh, blunt cone. It's not a joint; it's a blunt cone. Um, this guy, man. I'm gonna light it here on camera, and then I'm gonna go and smoke it elsewhere because I don't want to stink up the place. So, and it's got some pretty skunky components in it. So that's there waiting for us. And also, before I do anything, because I know he's probably going to want to um, be nosy. Um, Let me go get my cat real quick. Hold on. 1 second. He got me somewhere else. Oh no, he's right here. Okay. All right. So I guess we're good. Hmm, about halfway on my coffee. What are we on a 2 hour stream tonight? At least, maybe three. Um, Good look at Mr. Gomi there. Hey, buddy. Huh? Yeah, he's busy. Executive cat responsibilities and all. You know what I'm saying. Um, yeah, there we go. hope everyone is well. Hope everybody was prepared for Valentine's Day, because it fast approaches. I have a few items that I'm getting for my favorite person in the world, Miss Ashante. But her favorite, or I should say her totem, is the owl. And I snagged this lovely piece from the shop. Thank you to Jim for keeping it safe for me, even though he was going to sell it to a pretty girl. And though I understand, come on, man, you knew I was saving this for her. It's a nice little piece. And I got her some flowers, which are in some water right now, and also a pink little teddy bear. Yeah. So I've got her some other items too, some flour, because she uses that in lieu of meds, standard meds. Because nobody likes standard meds, unless you do like standard meds. Tell you a story. Way back in my younger days, when me and my twin, who is now since passed for a year or two, hey man, how you doing, buddy? We used to party hardy back in the day. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is Gomi. Say hi, buddy. Your debut on camera? Well, not debut, but this is the first time you've been up on here. I love you, baby. You keep me sane. Watch the keyboard. Watch the keyboard. Go this way. There we go. Here, get up in your spot. Come on. Come on, get up in your spot. Oh, I'll give you a couple of treats. That way you can get a good look on the entire. This is one of his spots. He likes to sit right at the corner of my desk and knock everything, not everything, but he's not one of those cats that likes to knock everything off of the table or whatever. He does like to climb. He does like to bite things, not people really, but like, objects and stuff. Like when he first started, when I first got him, when he first came to live with us, he used to like to chew cords and things like that, and we had to get him to stop doing that. But he's a smart kitty, and he's very well liked at the vet. He's a gentleman. He's very sweet. He's definitely not an aggressive cat. He's very adventurous though. A year or so ago, he decided to disappear for like 2 weeks. He was gone, but he's never stayed away that long after that. But he does like to wander. I've thought about getting one of those like kitty cams, but I think he'd probably lose it within half an hour of leaving the house. Stop that, buddy. Come on. That's furniture, not your scratching post. You have a scratching post. Now go on. Yeah. Oh, he was vocal tonight. Yucking it up for the cameras, huh? Hey, sweetie. Wait, though. Good boy. I got you. There you go. Right there. Good boy. I'll tell you what, he's gotten me through some dark times. Um, he's not exactly emotional support, but kind of. Like, um, kind of. I mean, more like a mood stabilizer, if you really want to call it, like holistic medicine, in its most primal form, I guess. Um, he's my familiar too, because we're very much alike. Not entirely fond of confrontation. Not afraid of it, but I'm definitely not one to want to just. I'm not an aggressor. Sort of middle of the road as far as that goes. Did martial arts for quite a long time. I started when I was 5 and formally left the dojo at like 18 when the end of high school and college started really superseding my ability to go to class every day. And I was a pretty large kid at that time, so it was easy to be like, I don't think I'll be keeping this up. But I did come a long way. I did get my black belt in Korean Taekwondo. Um, I'm very capable of defending myself. Um, Now, taking the offensive role, yeah, if I can get my shots in, maybe. Um, but I would be more likely to just like throw you off or deter you from attacking anymore, like hit a weak spot or fucking kick you in the goddamn kneecap. So you really think about fucking like coming my way. Um, or just grappling until the opponent like loses the will to fucking try to fucking come at me again, because I'm okay at that. Um, but and I will uh, put links in the description for Local 58. Um, they're really, there's like I can't wait for them to show to give us more. Um, this is okay. So let's do the dab. Let me put this. Oh yeah. I hope you guys like my new um, graphic. Yeah, Wandering Gnome. I actually have a couple that I made on a site called Night Cafe, which does AI art, and it's pretty cool. It's got a decent system for people wanting to use their software collection and their digital art creation. It's really, really good. So I'll also put a link down in the description for them as well. Um, so here is Local 58. They've been up for 5 years now. Yeah, that's what the thingamajig says. They've been up for 5 years. Really good analog horror, and I think this one that we're starting with is rather fitting for the stream. I plan to like if this works out and y'all like what I'm doing, I'll be showcasing more analog horror, because there is quite a bit of it around the net, and you know, I'm not into the the hardcore horror. Like, you know, like I like the I mean, I am. I like horror, and I like a really good mythology too. Like, but I like the build up. I like the suspense. I like the tenseness of not knowing like the adventure of discovery, even when you know it's to your detriment and ultimate death, most likely, if you go after said stimuli. But we've been raised and drip fed on games that be like you see a mystery and you want to go poke around in it. Like that's a symptom of like white folk too. We like to fucking poke around in shit that's definitely life threatening. Like a giant mountain peak. Yeah, let's go climb that. The very bottom of the ocean where no life is supposed to be, and yet it does. We want to go down there. We want to do that. We want to just as awful as the things that white folk have done in the name of expansionism. We have done quite a bit. You cannot deny the adventurous spirit. Like the absolute balls it takes for fucking not just but anybody to do some of the things that we humans do. Just the explorers, like the guys that motherfucking, you know what? I'm gonna take this boat and a crew of my finest men, and I'm gonna find the edge of the world. I'm gonna find a new continent. I'm going to go to the coldest place on Earth, or the hottest place on Earth, or the farthest point on the planet from any fucking point elsewhere on Earth, which is Point Nemo, which is like 3,000 miles from any fucking human point of contact. That is mind-boggling. You can go to a point in the ocean that 3,000 miles square around that motherfucker, you're not going to find another human soul. It's terrifying. And also a perfect spot for a fucking supervillain to build his base. Whether on water, or, on top of the water or underwater. Like, I can do anything I want. There's no one here to stop me. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. But there's somebody that's been there. There's been somebody there to that awful lonely point in the middle of the ocean to come back and say, hey, there is nothing out there. Oh yeah, there's a new type of jellyfish that nobody had ever seen before, and it looked like a baggy eyeball with tendrils and shit. It was very beautiful. I saw that in the feed earlier today, somewhere, whether it was on the news or on the internet somewhere. So we're going to start with Local 58, and we may go into Dark and Darker first, and I might end the night like for real on Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm just getting into town, so I'm just starting out, and I'll probably poke around a little while today. Last time I was on stream, I went into town with the girls, and then me and Uncle were going to see what was up. So that's what we're going to do here in a minute. We're going to get into Local 58, and then we're going to jump into Dark and Darker. Concerning Dark and Darker, they have extended the alpha test until the 16th, because apparently they had some issues over the overnight or something like that. So they're extending it, and I'm really happy about that because I like that game, and I'm leveling up, and it's not getting any easier, but it's easier to deal with certain enemies, and I'm learning the behaviors that I need to have dealing with certain enemies. And fuck that Death Knight, I want to kill that Death Knight at some point. Yeah, these aren't long, so we're just probably going to go through these. So this is, you are on the fastest route available.
Proceed to the highlighted route. Continue on Holbrook Park Drive, then 500 feet turn right onto North 38th Street. You will arrive at your destination in 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Alright, long ass trip, starting out in a neighborhood.
Turn right onto North 38th Street.
Really bad weather, looks like tonight. Been raining all fucking day.
Parkway. You are on the fastest available route. Turn left onto Merritt Parkway, then taking your ramp to Highway 114 North.
This was back when fucking GPS still really fucking sucked dick.
Up ahead, rerouting. In 10 miles, take exit 17, then turn right onto Quarry Utility Road South. You are on the fastest route.
No, not raining anymore.
In 2.8 miles, keep right to stay on Service Causeway H516.
Alright, so we've been driving for a
arrive at your
while.
destination in 14 minutes.
See, at this point, my brain would have been sending me red flags all over the fucking place. I don't even know if I would have made it this far. But who knows? Who knows why this guy was out here in the first place?
Make a U-turn.
Rerouting.
Head east for 1/4 of a mile.
Oh, good God, you're on a freaking logging road. Or a service road, like, no, look at that, that's...
Turn off your headlights.
Turn off your headlights? No, what do you do? What are you... Oh, that's, yeah.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on in 300 feet. Your destination in 250 feet. Rerouting. Your destination will be on 50 feet.
Shit.
You will arrive at your destination.
Man.
You have arrived.
I bet we have. Something has arrived. Yeah, this guy. Chris Straub. That's the creator of Local 58, I believe. Yeah, written and edited by Chris Straub. So things are about to get dark. Real dark. You hear me? Dark. You have been warned. Alright. Let's continue. U.S. Department for the Preservation of American Dignity. It already sounds bad. Wait, let's go back. What was that? No, wait. Yeah, there we go. Alright. See, there's that logo again. Do not use after 11/13/1970. Contingency message reel locator US-DF pad 393H15A. To be used only in the event of United States complete surrender to insurmountable enemy forces. In case we lose. Public broadcast only upon confirmed condition. 12 Omaha solemn certainty. Okay. There's that symbol. Contingency message will now begin. Please comply with the following instructions. God bless America. American citizens, kinescope broadcast date here. Okay, the worst has come to pass. Despite the sacrifices of our citizens and the might of our armed forces, the United States has been forced to surrender to her enemy. Though they may occupy our borders, our streets, and our homes, the enemy will never occupy our spirit. That is why all Americans are now called upon to act, to preserve the memory of the United States, clear and bright, untarnished and uncompromised. Know that I have already taken action in the company of family and loved ones. Now all Americans, every man, woman, and child, are called upon to act before the moment passes by. Let our united resolve echo throughout history. Even in defeat, we refused to yield. Even in defeat, we claim victory. President of the United States. Told you it was going to get dark. Act immediately. Act immediately. Honor liberty by taking the final and greatest liberty of all. It is a privilege to be called to action. You take America with you. Whew. We will each be remembered. Use the method most available to you at this time. Your courage will inspire others. There is nothing to fear. I mean, this is giving me those. Well, it is set in the, I guess in the 70s. I think at least that's what it feels like. During like that Cold War, in case the bombs drop and the Russians like land on our shores and fucking like start planting flags, like do if you. The time has come. Access to a loaded firearm is ideal. You know what? I don't feel like reading all that, so I'm just going to give you time to read it. It's really... this isn't like this is heavy material. But this is part of this Local 58 lore. This was apparently written by the government in case things really go to fucking pot. So remember that. Take a deep breath. Let's move on. I mean, god damn, like just imagine like they weren't asking you to do something so fucking like final as that, and then imagine it's just like, you know, like stay in your homes, you know, do not look out of your windows, do not be alarmed by the soldiers outside. Your local law enforcement has an order to ensure your compliance. It is against the law to delay. Then this message will repeat until there are none to read it. And I just have to add the comment that, like, from the first time I saw this years ago until now, it always has the same impact. Like, this is such a well done horror piece. It's, yeah. Just wait, we're only at the beginning. If there is time, victory position, remember the 3 F's, front lawn, face up, feet together. Good God. Jeez. Regarding your Jesus. It's like that's like that scene from The Mist at the end. The movie, not the book, where yeah, like he offs everyone, and then he, oh yeah, shit, yeah. If you're interested, you can fucking go back and yeah. This is horror. Technical difficulties, Local 50. We apologize for the interruption. Earlier today, this station aired what appeared to be a warning message from a U.S. government agency. This has been confirmed as a hoax. Local 58 apologizes for any confusion that may have resulted. Yeah. Shit. And there's the regular title card that's, you know, like would go up in the event something like this happened. Do not use after 12/31/2016. So this is, they're still around. Wait, what was that at the end there? Right. What was the burned in part? Local 58 hoax apology card. Look. Myself during off-air remote operation relay test, power relays down before broadcast. Okay. Yep. This is also good information for anybody. Yeah, subscribe to these guys. They just released something not too long ago, so they are back into, you know, doing something. Wait, let's go back and see what. It's so quick. Public eye, paid programming, city council minutes, focus on faith. Emergency alert system, county authorities issued weather warning for your area. Weather warning. The county weather service has issued a warning for a meteorological event. This warning is effective immediately and continues until sunrise tomorrow morning. Citizens are advised not to observe this event with the naked eye. That looked like somebody's nose. Civil emergency, and what was that? What was that? Blood. What? Damn it. He cuts so precise too that it's going to be hard to get that blip of text. Blood of the what? Blood of the what? Okay, so it doesn't seem. Okay. Following correction for the weather warning in effect. For your safety. Wait, what? Damn it. For your safety, remain indoors. Do not look at the night sky. For more information to follow. And the meteorological event is safe for all to view. Warning has been lifted. Huh. Okay. Now. Oh shit. Uh-oh. If you can read this. Look at the moon. Do not look at the moon. Oh shit. Stay inside. Don't look at the night sky. Face away from all windows. Avoid mirrors. Do not look up. Local 58. The following is a message from the County Weather Service. It's in the light. The moon came in. He found me. Through the mirror. Moonlight white, white like eyes. Not light, but blood I drown in him. If you are afraid, we will look together. We shall look together. This one's real short. Animal on board, 406. We begin our broadcast. Look away. It does not matter. There are other receivers. Safety in numbers. Hey, this reminds me of the community. Local television shit back in the day. Show for children, community roundtable, focus on culture, morning local news. Oh, joy. So there's a whole story going on with this too. One of the guys that I watch, one of the other content creators, I believe it's Nexpo, but it may be No, I think it is Nexpo. We'll do. We'll watch his take on all of this after we view all the material in its entirety as it's supposed to be seen. Moon's looking kind of worried there in the back. Hey, little guy. I've played this game before. Kind of reminds me of that game where you're running from the spider. Is that bad? Hmm. See, this was the children's show. Wow. Yeah, all of this is public domain stuff. Like, this is how you like children. This is a lesson in using the resources at your disposal before you go and spend money on things. Look around you, see what you can find, see what you already possess that you can use to your advantage. What is that? Oh, that's First Television in Mason County, Glasgow City, Icker Falls, Brood Hollow, Edenvale. I think some of this is alluding to his other works. We send signals to ourselves through their domain. Did we really believe they wouldn't add their own? Yeah, crap. Go back. Damn it. Huh. As a citizen, you must act now. Your local law enforcement has been ordered to ensure your compliance. It is against the law to delay. So this is more of that that message to do things.
Your destination has moved.
Don't touch that dial. More to come. We get our broadcast in. Thank you for supporting community television. Ooh, real sleep. This one is This one's a. Oh, let's go back. Oh, we're already missing shit. This video cassette is non-transferable. It is intended solely for the personal use of Gerhard Philipp, ID 750117. Thought Research Initiative. Real Sleep Video Cassette Instruction. Copyright 1983. Thought Research Initiative. Myth versus facts. Turn to page 7 in your workbook. Myth or fact? Dreaming is necessary for regular sleep function. Fact. Or not, no, myth. Yes. Yeah, that's what we're doing. What we do in REM sleep. The symbols in dreams arise from the unconscious mind assigning narrative meaning to a neurochemical waste filtration process. Yes, trying to digest what the hell we fucking went through today and put it into some kind of fucking sense. That's why we do meditations of varying degrees. Precognition is a lie. Myth or fact? Sleep allows the body and mind to heal and recover. Fact. Eight hours of sleep per night is beneficial for both body and mind. I agree. However, these benefits are greatly diminished by the frantic, nonsensical images and auditory hallucinations we call dreaming. Okay, this is getting weird. Alright, just to zero in on the neural pathways that dreams exploit in the subconscious mind. A Kleitman map is an index of electrical activity in a brain burdened by dream stimuli. Once mapped, this activity can be triggered by other controlled stimuli, including via the visual cortex map. The Kleitman map, the effect can be produced by using the reverse of the Kleitman map. No more dreaming. This is what restful, real sleep looks like. I mean, I admit that a lot of times I don't have dreams. Usually it was when I'm really fucking like working something through. Inducing your anti-dream. No two minds are alike. This instructional video was customized for you using the personalized Kleitman map from your week 6 sleep session. So this person has already done several steps in his in his whatever they're doing, experimentation. Visual calibration. Hello. Sequence 2, cortical memory. Sequence 3, ablation of subconscious. Listen to the phrase and repeat it.
There are no faces. 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 There are no faces.
there. Sequence 4. Acceptance. Acceptance of what? Read each phrase without reading. Good night. You have completed the real sleep program. Most patients report a night of dreamless sleep after only one viewing of this video cassette. Consult your technician if you are experiencing delayed results and/or unwanted side effects. Do not see a doctor. Ah. Uh-oh. Skywatching, city council meeting, paid programming. There's Orion. Yes. Big Dipper or Little Dipper? Or something bigger? Which one are you looking at? Which one is that one? Pleiades. It's not supposed to be looking at the night sky. We're not supposed to be doing this. This is not good. This is dangerous. You had to go and look at the moon, right? Alright, so I guess we're looking at the moon. His throne. Okay. That doesn't look worrying in the slightest. No, that looks perfectly normal. Okay, so something is being pulled into somewhere. Looks like air currents or something. I don't know. Oh, that looks like a city. Oh, and there's an arrow. Or the imprint of a ship or something. Next to the city. Looks pretty cool though. Yeah. Looks like he, Rejoice. When was that, 1994? It's so quick. So 1994, whatever. What? No, I really want to see it. I gotta. Community Television Foundation of Mason County. Mason Corporation. So broadside. Okay. Yep. Always.
That is same house. That is same room.
I think this is the last one.
So you see, dead men do tell tales. Will she try to explain it? At all? Well, that I would like to hear, because I can't explain it. But it happened just the same.
I remember when this happened. I remember when we made the switch from analog to digital. We had to turn all our boxes in and everything. What the fuck? What was that? Chris, your fucking cuts are so precise. Is it just meaningless text you want to hide in the... Ooh, it's that okay, that's right. Oh, that's too far. Okay, I don't know. It appears so fucking briefly. It's like right there. It's like the half second. All right, so it is in the black part of it. Screw it. There's a whole website that's tied to this too. That's got some real juicy nuggets if you're a lore hound like myself, where you want to know what's going on in the certain universe, especially since these are much older. Like most of these have run their course, or in hiatus right now, or some sort of stasis. People have made their analysis video, like Nexpo and Wendigoon, that go over this kind of stuff and really tear down like the whole story into a meaning, into something that we can what station. This station will not be participating in the digital conversion at this time. If you are viewing this message, your TV has not been configured for a digital reception. I am always here. They make you thought from pieces. They Let me go back. I'm the one that the one you watched. The always here. They make you thought from pieces. They cut all knife. Thoughts shape in needles, they dream themselves in knives. I'm trying to get that one instance where that middle part is uncovered. I can't read that middle line. There it is. There's that gap. All right. Either one you watched, I always here. They make you thought from pieces. They cut the thoughts. I am all knife. Thoughts shape in needles. They dream themselves in knives. I'm sure there's a. One second, I'm going to start my coffee. I need coffee. Yes, I do. I need that good sweet coffee. 2, 3, 4. I need coffee, goddammit.
We need the coffee, says yes.
To cut his. Oh wait, what did I fucking miss now? Wait. Okay. So something's trying to break through. Now go outside, go outside, go outside. I'm thinking they move to cut his throat, only to make 1,000 mouths. If he is silenced, we will speak for him. Signs and wonders flood our little sky. No stars above us, only eyes waiting to open. There are other receivers. Yeah, they don't want you broadcasting on analog anymore. Huh, I wonder what that's about. Okay, so that was the local 58 mythology as far as it is concerned on YouTube. I think there are some other things. Yeah, it's really good stuff. And that's Local 58 TV. And yeah, they're good stuff. Yeah, and if you're interested, this is the Local 58.tv website that goes along with it, and there are some things that are hidden in several different places. I'll leave that to you to explore. If we watch the thing by Nexpo, I'll definitely I'll point that out. Beard man. Okay. So that was that. That is Local 58. Oh yeah, we're gonna later on we're gonna look at the fallen iceberg. Yeah, I think this is the one that I like. So we'll go to this one. It's not too long, about 25 minutes. We'll do that one at the end. Let's log into whatchamacallit, Dark and Darker, and see what's popping there. I need to refill. Yep, I need to refill my coffee cup. I want to see if it's still raining outside here. So what we will do, oh, I don't even need to. Oh yeah, I do, because I gotta press. Okay, so we will drop this. Again, this guy, I made him on Night Cafe AI art. You know what? I can. Nope, that's not it. Oh, my coffee's gurgling now. Night Cafe. and let's go to there we go. Yeah, this is Night Cafe. You can create your own AI art, which is super helpful when you're trying to, come up with concepts for whatever, and just for fucking around. It's really useful, and you get free credits the more you create to use. Oh, baby boy. What's up? You ready to go outside? Yeah. I gotta refill my coffee cup anyway. I'll be out there in a second, Quattro. So yeah, you'll get credits to use that are fairly. I mean, they're easy to get, and they give you a bunch up front, and then more as you move along in your usage of the site. And this is some of the stuff that I've done. This up here is I'm coming up with some concepts for my friend, for him and his wife, and some Cthulhu concepts for my tabletop and Cthulhu Mythos stuff. And of course the American Gnome. I've had a couple of versions, but this is the one I feel most kinship towards. And I have a few versions of him that I like. This one's really cool. This is the original version down here. And this is the one I really like right here. This guy. Yeah, I gotta rename him. But that guy with the stuff in the background. The wavy thing, and then the tower in the background. That one's really nice. The one with the trees too. That's just a more low key, like Radagast type feel. This guy is more like I'm in the Nether Realms, looking for lore. And this guy's like, you know what? I'm on the way home. I'm done. I'm done for the day. And yeah, the Bear and the Witch, from my friend Chan. Yeah, how you doing, buddy? Working out some concept art from them. For them, I'm going to take this and I'm going to evolve it some more and see where I go. There are a few concepts. I'm going to see which ones he likes later on. I liked this one. I like both of them. We'll have to see what's up. So yeah, that's Night Cafe. They're really really good. Free to use. Boop. All right, so let's move to game capture. It's funny. The executable name for Dark and Darker is dungeoncrawler.exe. That's funny. And what are we at? An hour and 14. Yeah. So we're gonna go and ooh, there's an update. Yeah, they've been updating fairly regularly. I'm super buying this game when it comes out. Yeah, I gotta start taking some screenshots so I can put those in the game, or put those on my YouTube page. Okay, Dark and Darker is ready to go. So what I'll do is I'm hungry too. I'll eat the soup. No, I'll make a sandwich off camera here in a minute. There he is. Okay. I still have no currency, but I'm getting stronger, and yeah, I'm gonna get my coffee. My cat out. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just making myself a sandwich. coffee. I'm not gonna eat in front of you guys. One second, I'll be done in a minute, guys. I feel much better. As a grown-ass adult, ladies and gentlemen, remember to drink water. I don't drink nearly enough water. Most of my water comes from coffee, which isn't a good thing. I don't mean it. I mean I'm being a little bit facetious. But I drink a lot of coffee and I don't drink enough water. But I mean, I drink a lot of water, just not as much as I should. Let's put it that way. Whoever's watching, hi. How you doing? We'll get streaming, or we'll get playing here in a minute. Okay, let's do it. Okay. Joint. I just don't want to fucking trouble. Fuck it, let's do a dab and leave it at that for the time being. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, my leg itches. So, once again, if you're gonna do dabs, make sure Everything else is a waste of your time unless you're using a nectar collector. Then it's okay. And I'll tell you why it's a waste of time, because you're going to use more fucking fuel in that little ass fucking torch than you would this. You get a much hotter burn with this. Now, back to our regularly scheduled dab session. Gonna go help my mom tomorrow or today at some point. And then hopefully go hang out with my girl, give her her Valentine's Day presents, watch a movie maybe, or maybe we'll end up junking out on YouTube, as is often the case these days. Well, that's a mighty fat one right there. I'm gonna get fucked up. Sometimes I wish I had been streaming much sooner than this, because there's a lot of games that I would have liked to have shared with you guys. A lot of I can still share all those games. That's the cool thing about the games industry these days is AAA gaming is so fucking shit that classic games or indie games or just games that you've already played that are fucking really worth the fucking time are coming back into focus. Like I don't know if this is an indie game, but games like Dark and Darker, which this satisfies my urge for dungeon delving, has some PvP elements and danger to it, because a lot of times either both of you are frantic not to die and fucking panicking all over the fucking place, or your opponent is much stronger than you and you are not gonna fucking be able to win against him, and then if you are able to win against him, then you got to contend with the environment while you're in combat with this other person, because all of your moves make fucking noise. I noticed that when you put plate mail boots on when you're in this game, you make a lot of fucking noise. And I mean, that's pretty fucking cool, but something that you have to keep in mind. But the stat bonuses for that fucking pair of steel boots, those what are they fucking called? Greaves? Is that what they're called? There might be something else that they're called. But the chainmail or the protection that those boots provide far outweighs the negatives. Especially as you're traipsing through the dungeons anyway, and you've got to be unless you're a rogue. I mean, you're not going to be too worried about noise as you move anyway. Okay. One second. I have the door open so if I can get some air in here. I live in the back of the house. It's all underground, so it's a real live hobbit hole back here. The only part of my basement that isn't below ground is obviously the door. And so yeah, in addition to being a gnome, I'm also a hobbit. There it is, full confession. Yeah. Let's go, bully, bully, wog, wog. Oh, I really want to smoke that fucking joint. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Back in the gloom. Oh, for real? Come on. What the fuck? I mean, I could just stand. Are they coming up from the bottom? No. I got out. I got surrounded. Yeah, that's cool. I just want to find the portals once. I believe I need to start going up. Oh, hello. Ooh, gold crown. 14. I'll take that. Right. So we have some. Oh shit. Okay, he pulled everybody with him. Well. I really want that axe. Be prepared. Always. Every single time. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get to Red Dead tonight. That's a whole fucking whole vibe, whole mindset for me to be in. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't think so. It's already quarter to fucking 3. Again? Okay. Not bad. Oh. Come on. Oh, man. But I will take those. That's not bad. I wish I could use it. Definitely getting stronger because it used to take me forever to get the fuck out of those blocks. Come on. Come on, then. Where are you at? There you are. Well, that was bad. And after I'd gotten some boots and everything, I was just... It is what it is. I mean, I like the game because it feels like how an adventure into a dungeon would really feel. You know what I'm saying? Like yo can lose everything and gain nothing. Like, ooh, I can go up. Ooh, I can grab what's in here. Okay. All right. Let's use the shield instead. Curse you! I don't want to use a torch to light up dark areas. No, that just calls attention to yourself. All right then. To be expected from a mummy. Ah, that was not fun. I know there's another one in here. Okay, I can't. Oh my. Okay. I can't save, can I? Damn it! Oh my god. Please hurry. That irritated me a little bit. I couldn't see who killed me. So I might go to the regular one here in a minute and see about grouping up. Because this does seem like the type of thing where you should have some gear too. Damn. You know what, guys? I'll make you a deal. You let me go smoke this fucking joint, and we are gonna switch to like I want to party up. In fact, okay, so this actually works. Yeah. Let me go smoke this, and then we're gonna fucking try to find a fucking a pickup game, so we can go in and it's gonna be weird because I don't know this place, so it's gonna be like all fucking new to me. But I will stay on for another hour and do some and see if I can do some group stuff. Okay. It won't take me very long to smoke this, but I can't do it here. I gotta go somewhere with more ventilation. So I'm going to take my coffee and my smoking implements, and I shall return. Enjoy the music. In fact, okay. Yeah, I don't want to miss anything. So I'm going to leave you with the music. I'll be back. Just in case Gomi wants to get up here and climb up in his cubby. What I can do though is light it here. Here, light it here. It's hard. I don't have the instincts to look at the camera, and I know you're not supposed to look at the camera, but it's kind of weird, when the camera's my audience. You know what I'm saying? These toe cones burn real well. didn't finish it.
So can you make these portable? Yeah, you can tie it around your waist like a little waste of time.
We got about that much left. It's pretty potent. Mix.
Mosey's up next. No, I am. Settle down. You go first. How does yours tongue tie? My concept uses the sun to cast a shadow. What about at night? You're sleeping. You don't need your tongue tie. Right. And what about yours, Mohammed? Right. So my concept will use a pendulum swing mechanism to create a constant movement.
I might smoke the rest of it in here.
Hummus, hummus, the same thing.
Hummus, hummus, same
I
thing.
notice both of yours are round.
Alright.
Does that imply time goes in a... No, no.
Okay. So I promised you some regular group stuff. So before we jump in these crazy ass forums, let's just go and I mean, can I just queue for a fucking party? Oh. Okay. All right. So it's okay. Are we not going into the battle? Ah. Gotcha. Yeah, he's like up at level 18. This guy's gonna be healing. Hopefully. Got better gear than the rest of us will have. Are we doing this thing? Hey, that was me. Oh. Here we go. The melee before the melee. This is going to be interesting. Go. What? I don't know where to go. That guy is crazy fucking strong. All right, man. That was. Oh, okay. Right. I mean, I don't, like we could just work together. Like I don't. Yeah. So it's not bad. just sent an invite, so hopefully. Alrighty, I guess that was dark and darker for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes the universe is just telling you when it's time to fucking put the game down. And with that, we shall enter into our Fallout Iceberg. We've got a half an hour to go. So, I'm very familiar with the lore of the Fallout franchise in general. The only ones that I'm not entirely informed on is the Midwest video game, those ones that weren't mainline and were before my time with this franchise. I remember playing Fallout 3 on Xbox and then PC, and then I played Fallout New Vegas, and that absolutely cemented my love of the game or the franchise. And then I started watching all the lore that I could get my hands on Fallout, including those people, the guys that did that put out the storyteller mod and all that. Those guys, like I started with those guys way back in the day. And when they went the way of the dodo, I picked up and started watching Oxhorn for a while, and he has a fairly extensive, in-depth, exhaustive analysis of all the mainline games, or at least most of all the mainline games. And he does some real good work. But all that being said, I am very familiar with the Fallout mythos and the lore, so we're going to check out the Fallout Iceberg by Norte Nort. He's got a pretty nice following. I can't claim to ever being, I don't, man, to get anywhere near this would be great for me, on a massive, panic attack inducing level, that would make me nervous. But yeah, Fallout Iceberg Explained, and yeah, it's pretty good. I remember watching the whole thing. Let me clear my queue. Um, so that we don't have.
I myself have been watching quite a few iceberg videos recently. People like Wendigoon and Tub
I
have
like
some great
Wendigoon.
iceberg videos that I've
Wendigoon.
enjoyed personally. So, with that being said, I thought I would give myself a try at explaining a Fallout-themed iceberg. I found this one on the Creepy Gaming subreddit made by user CritsD a year ago, and I figured I would give it a go. If you're new to iceberg explanations, essentially, you'll have a picture of an iceberg, divided up into several categories. At the top will be the well-known things of the topic, so in this case, well-known things of the Fallout
So I'm not
universe.
as clever as most
And
of
as
these
you progress
people.
further down each tier
One
or
day I'll
level,
figure out how
the
to
entries
make
become more obscure
stuff like
and
this.
start to go a bit off the rails
not right
into,
now.
As I like to call it, crazed theory land. With that being said, let's get started on the first tier, the tip of the iceberg. The Great War. The Great War was a big finale to the old world. I actually have a short series going on the pre-war events of Fallout leading up to the Great War. An exchange of nuclear weapons would destroy much of the Earth and plunge it into the apocalyptic setting that we see in the game. The Great War itself took place on October 23, 2077, and only lasted 2 hours before the planet was torn to cinders. The Institute. The remnants of the Commonwealth Institute of Technology became shortened to the Institute. The former college would use their underground laboratories and research facilities to create synthetic humans, or synths as they're called in-game. Believing that they were greater than the people of the Commonwealth, the folks at the Institute locked themselves away from the rest of nuclear society. When Fallout 4 started,
There are a lot of things that make me mad about Fallout 4. Chief of which is that they just didn't try hard enough. I'm sure they had. There was an important story that they were trying to tell. Yes. They kind of got there a little bit with Far Harbor. And they completely lost the thread when they went to Nuka World. But I wish that they had expanded more on the synths, the genesis of this of the Gen 3, not just like when they were like, oh, this is the first Gen 3, but like when they started not, I mean, we got some of that, there was some of that, but it's just like I wish there had been more. Not explanation. I don't need explanation. It doesn't have to be. What is it? You don't need to give me an exposition dump. You don't even have to give me all the information. But if you're going to give us, as players, an existential crisis about whether robots can become human, or if there is a line at which point that there will be no difference between humans and robots. Best example in movies I can give is probably Bicentennial Man. Because there you have a robot who grapples with the very nature of human existence. So what it is to grow up, do your thing, and then slowly come to terms with dying. and entrusting the next generation, you have a robot who is essentially immortal. I think there are some gaps in here. I don't know. Like, or maybe it's just the fact that there are different consistencies. Because you have a robot who's just like, I don't, I want to be human. I want to know what it's like to be human. And us humans are like, we want to, we want to live longer. Some of us don't. Like, that's not a prevailing attitude in the human race to live longer than, no, it's not a prevailing kind of thought for humanity. Most of us are ready to go by the time we get to a certain age. We're like, fuck it, we're done. But we do live in an interesting time, don't we? Not just in a time of great medical development, but technological development as well. So you have this movement of both sciences, or both like types of technology, moving forward at a very, very fast pace. We're considering now, not just getting close to thinking about. We're ready to go to Mars here soon. So you have this robot who is like, I want to get as close to human as possible. Can I have human organs? Can I, or no, before that it was just, can I look human? And then can I find love? And then can I find meaning in life? And then can I find a way to be more human? Not just look human, but like have organs and parts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not just a robot masquerading to be human. You are, but now you're as close as a human as it is possible to get. You have real organs that do everything that humans can do, the human organs can do, and better. But so much better that it extends human life to the point where we choose when we're ready to go. Otherwise, we can just replace parts indefinitely. But going on indefinitely, like in a species without change or evolution, when it's done unnaturally, is usually a detriment to a species. Because there's no natural mutations and evolution allowed to happen. You just stagnation is what they call it. But I'm circling around all to the synths and everything. Like, I wish they had gone that way. Like, where you're like, you literally, like, you could have been that like, what is it, the Commonwealth, like, the whatever, like, whatever the synths came out of, whatever who they are. They could have been the savior, or you could have, like, there could have been a lot of ways you could have gone. I hate the way they did the fucking Brotherhood of Steel. Like, I just don't like, especially in East Coast Brotherhood. That's not the same Maxon we met in Fallout 3. Not even close. there was some hint that there was some foul play surrounding Elder Lyons and then Sarah Lyons after she took over. No, there's no reason to fucking turn the Brotherhood into a bunch of fucking fascists. We don't need any more fascists in the fucking the apocalypse in the wasteland.
The Institute is sort of the boogeyman to the rest of the Commonwealth, known for being responsible for kidnappings and missing persons. Synths. Created by the Institute, these are lifelike synthetic humans. Earlier models were more primitive and looked like a starving C-3PO. However, a breakthrough using the forced evolutionary virus and DNA from an unirradiated child allowed them to create synthetic and eventually lifelike flesh to cover the newer synth models. The newer synths are nearly impossible to differentiate from a regular human, and in some cases, these synths entirely replace the person they were modeled after, like Roger Warwick. Vault-Tec. Vault-Tec is the defense contractor notorious for their nuclear fallout shelters dubbed the Vaults. The company is known for their mysterious motives and twisted experiments performed in the vaults. We don't really ever get a chance to uncover the reasoning for the experiments outside
I'd very
of knowing
much
they're
like to
for
get
an
some
enclave of Vault-Tec joint
in-game
project called the Societal Preservation Program. At one point in
response
lore, they were
from
explained away
Vault-Tec,
as being
like,
test environments
like
for
something
populating
that
other
still
planets in the
survives, like a
Milky Way
bunker,
galaxy, but
or
this was changed at some point. We do know
an
some
inbred
explanations for the vaults, like some of the control vaults were used
vault
to house
that is
unirradiated people to
nothing
use
but
for
the
the
last
enclave's
of
experiments with
Vault-Tec.
FEV. If you ever want a full rundown on every vault included in any Fallout game, I have a video explaining each vault in under 60 seconds. Regardless, I doubt we will
Or
ever be provided
maybe
with
they
Vault-Tec's
maybe
motivations for
Vault-Tec
some
was
of the
headquartered in
experiments.
New York or something like
Platinum
that
chip.
when
The
they got
casino
caught
chip that is not
in the
actually made
nuclear
of
blast,
platinum.
and
The
that was
platinum
just
chip
all she
stored
wrote.
information to upgrade Robert House's defenses, including his anti-air defenses atop the Lucky 38 casino and his security robots. The chip was never delivered prior to the Great War, so 9 of the
Although
77 nukes managed to reach the
the
Vegas
logo
area. Nearly
on the
2 centuries
bomb
later,
in
after House
Megaton.
woke from his stasis pod, he spent well over $1 million caps on survey teams in hopes of finding where the platinum chip went. In late
There's
2281,
not
the
too
chip was
much.
found and a team of couriers were hired to deliver the chip back to House. 5 dummy
that's-
packages containing various trinkets were sent alongside the package containing the platinum chip. The delivery was intercepted by Benny, the leader of another casino in the strip, who hoped to usurp the New Vegas Strip from Mr. House's control. Tier 2. Let's move a little deeper down the iceberg. Fallout 76 cryptids. This is an easy one. The various monsters found in Fallout 76 are based off real-life folklore. Creatures like the Mothman, Grafton Monster, and Flatwood Monsters all have some local folklore tied to them in real life. In-game, some are explained away through the lore, like the Snallygaster and Grafton Monster were products of FEV research.
The Grafton Monster in Fallout 76 was pretty fucking horrifying when I first fought it. I believe that was at the Green Springs on the front lawn. I used to spawn there all the time with some really fucking good loot. Creepy as fuck. Sometimes I'll just load up the West Virginia Tales and listen to that shit because it's just really well done. The Mothman, I was kind of disappointed in the Mothman in Fallout 76, I'll be honest. In my humble opinion, Bethesda, if you're listening, just reset all the servers. Make everybody start over again. And do better. Like you could just have an opportunity, or like we're shutting this down for like 6 months. No, don't shut it down. Just like you don't even have to do that. There's nothing drastic like it, but I would reset the servers so that all the original players, all the new players, everybody just set back to day one, where everybody's getting out of the vault at the same time. And I would reshuffle the world. Instead of whatever you were trying to do with the pit, I mean, it was okay, but whatever you're like, just take the time, take the effort, and realize your world. Stretch West Virginia out. You don't have to increase the mass. Just make it as big to a person as it should be. Like, I don't want to see people all the time. When I encounter other folks, I almost, especially on an online game, I don't necessarily want it to be like Dark and Darker, but I kind of want it to be like Dark and Darker, but not like the way they did it in the early iterations of Fallout 76. It was messy, although I do sometimes, especially now that they took out all the legacy weapons, feel like I should go back in and see if there's PvP still available. I'm sorry.
Others, like the Mothman, keep the same.
This is what you're here for. Are you not entertained? You hear me. You want to hear me ramble, crazy old fucking man, fucking like rambling about video games and fucking, whatever. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've got something to eat, something to drink, and something to smoke. It's almost time to go to bed, though. Yeah.
Folklore status. Vault Boy Mushroom Cloud. A revelation about the Vault Boy thumbs up image was posted to the gaming subreddit about 8 years ago. The post was titled, "If you see a mushroom cloud from an atomic bomb, you're supposed to stick your arm out and hold your thumb over the cloud. If the cloud is bigger than your thumb, you're in the radiation zone and should evacuate." This is what Vault Boy is doing in the Fallout series. Quite the mouthful of a title. While this is a fun little theory, another Redditor debunked this, using quite a bit of math. The math showed that your thumb would need to be over a foot long to be outside of the radiation zone. If that doesn't make sense, just know that it's a load of bull. Vault Tech experiments. I kinda already covered these in the Vault Tech part. TLDR, mysterious and unethical experiments in the vaults were bad. Things like releasing hallucinatory gas or providing chems to former addicts. Sean is father. This is the theory that the leader of the Institute is who he says he is and is your son, who has now grown up since being abducted by Kellogg. I'll get more into this later down the iceberg. Stealth Boy side effects. Nightkin are a type of super mutants who, after rampant Stealth Boy abuse, have developed permanent neurological conditions such as schizophrenia. These conditions have only been seen in Nightkin, though, and haven't been found in any humans that use the stealth tech. Tier 3. We get into some pretty fun ones from here on out. The Lonesome Drifter is the mysterious stranger's son. There are a few suspicious pieces of evidence that make me believe in this theory. The Lonesome Drifter describes his father as a real mysterious feller. He notes that the only item that his father left was the mysterious magnum, which plays the mysterious stranger's theme.
I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is exactly that I heard this. It might be in the later parts of this iceberg. Or maybe it's somewhere. Maybe it was from Rad King. Could be from Rad King. Rad King, he does good lore stuff. There's a theory that the mysterious stranger was one of the party members of the caravan that Harold and Richard Gray was on, and they never heard from him again. And maybe this dude is just like helping whoever takes it upon themselves to do something good in the wasteland, he takes it upon himself to aid that particular person, which is why you see the mysterious stranger popping out and helping the lone wanderer, the vault dweller, you know, etc., etc. And because he was part of that party that was, you know, like exposed to the FEV, his mutation could have been longevity. Ow. Fuck. So, yeah. There is that theory that it could be somebody connected to the original party that started the Fallout 1 mess. Fucking Brotherhood of Steel and Fallout 4 fucking still fuck. I'll never fucking. That you had to, why'd you have to stuff like three fucking factions into one game? Like, that just made it like so, like, I mean, you're either in one of those polarizing camps, which I was part of the railroad, thank you very much. But you just, like, you shoehorned us into, you know, the railroad, the institute, or the brotherhood, and then you're like, and then really the faction that you should have had us fucking, like, the only faction you really should have had in the game that we could affect is possibly the Minutemen, which really should have been your primary, like, good guy faction, and the Institute, which would have been your primary bad guy, but not bad guy, but bad guy. And you could have had your whole moral quandary with everything in the Institute. You could have just focused everything on the Institute instead of having this bullshit coming from the fucking, like, the Brotherhood. You could, in fact, you could have just you could have made them a tertiary force in the wasteland, in the Boston wasteland. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always fucking trying to, like, they spend the game trying to secure their place in the wasteland, and maybe your interaction with them would be that, like, you've either got to, you know, make an uneasy truce with them, or drive them out of your territory, or make a deal so that they, you know, they leave you alone. But I don't think you should have been able to join the Brotherhood and become the. Although it was very satisfying executing Elder Maxim. I took that leather bomber coat. I like the other people in the faction. They were even the fucking the pencil fucking dick that looked, unfortunately, like Colbert, Stephen Colbert, that asshole that looks like Colbert on the one side of the ship, and then you have the other the female on the other side of the ship. She was cool, and then the girl in the fucking in the exosuit, like, I mean, she was cool. Like, oh man, they just fucking handle it so badly. But yeah, Minutemen should have been your good guy group. You should have made the story better. You should have scripted fucking oh man, I tried to wipe his name from my memory. Preston. Should have scripted him better. Just all around. Never should have given us power armor in the fucking first place. There are just so many things, man. Like, it would be cool if they remade Fallout 4. That would be nice. If there's a game that deserves to be remade into something better, it's that. Ooh, you could even mash Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 together and just, since they're all in the same systems, like, you just grafted them motherfuckers from each other. It's like Fallout 76 is the networked bastard child of Fallout 4. Anyway.
Song when drawn or holstered. I know it's not a ton of evidence, but it's a harmless theory surrounding one of the cooler perks of New Vegas. Fallout 76 Debug Room. A few months after the game's release, some Fallout 76 players managed to break into the developer room of the game. The dev room was a secret room filled with high-level items. Dev rooms are accessible in Bethesda's single-player games, usually through console commands, but some folks managed to get their way into the multiplayer dev room in 76. Many who managed to get into the room were offered a swift ban, and later an email asking how the player managed to get in. Even Bethesda was unaware of how some of the player base managed such a feat. It was a wacky time.
Because you raised a generation of people that fucking look in every nook and fucking cranny in your game.
Fallout 76's unfortunate launch, check out Internet Historians' The Fall of 76. It's a good video.
Like Fallout 3, you realize that Fallout 3 trained an entire generation of people to fucking loot every fucking thing they see. All of it. It was a little better in Fallout New Vegas, and a little better in Fallout 4. I always have to say the crafting system was cool in Fallout 4, the building system was cool in Fallout 4. I wish it wasn't like able to be such a focus in the game, unless it was going to be something where you could literally like connect the parts of your city into something better than what is there. But we would have needed better hardware for that kind. I see where y'all wanted to go with it, a little bit of it, some of it, and I liked wandering Fallout 4. Like, it was a really fun time. Just the faction war never fucking appealed to me. Just like the faction war never appealed to me in Skyrim. And if you killed Parthenax, you're wrong.
The Dunwich Ores are a marble mine in the Commonwealth with some weird happenings that occur. It's a play on words of H.P. Lovecraft's Dunwich Horrors novel. The mine itself is pretty creepy, with weird flashbacks showing cultist activity. At the end of the mine, a small body of water can be found.
Yeah, I remember this too. There's so many good things that Fallout 4 needs, or Fallout's franchise needs to run with,
you can see the full face.
and other things they need to
It's the same statue that appears at metros, like the Mass Pike Tunnel. It's likely a reference to another Lovecraft story, The Shunned House, where the protagonist digs underneath an abandoned house, discovering the elbow of a colossal being underneath. If I had to provide any sort of speculation with the flashbacks, I'd wager that the cultist activity was something similar to Cabin in the Woods.
I'll make sure I provide links in the description for this guy too. He's
to the
really
Colossus in hopes of appeasing it. I don't know, it's just a silly theory. I love the paranormal aspects of the Fallout universe. For me, it's probably one of the scariest locations Fallout has ever featured. I really don't want to ever go back. It's a one and done for me. Flatwoods Monster is a Zatan.
Yes,
a cryptid of
absolutely.
Fallout 76, the Flatwoods Monster can be found in, you guessed it, the Flatwoods. And yeah, like the title says, I do believe that the Flatwoods Monster is a Zatan. That is to say, the Flatwoods Monster is the same alien species as the ones found in Fallout 3's Mothership Zeta DLC. There are some pictures floating around the internet where you can see the Flatwoods Monster's stubby legs controlling part of the suit.
I think they're advanced scouts
so yeah, I believe the monster
for the invasion. Remember the event that they had on Fallout 76 where the Zanies were attacking?
No
I thought that was really
you try and
cool.
tell me otherwise. If you know, you know. Trashcan Carla is an institute informant.
There's another thing, Bethesda.
This isn't a theory, but it is something that may
you
not be well known.
can
In the Synth
ramp
Retention
up your
Bureau
efforts
Terminal
with
in
the
the
Zatans
Institute
and
HQ,
motherfucking
it's
throw those
revealed that
motherfuckers
Crash
into the
Point
game
Cargo,
full
like
time.
many of the caravanners at Bunker
Ramp up
Hill,
your
are
Lovecraftian
instituted foreigns.
references
This doesn't mean
and
that the content
start
is spun
expanding your
info
game
to the
downward
Institute,
and
but it does mean
inward.
that at some point in the
Use
past,
the space you
this list
have.
of people provided info on escaped synths and suspected
We
railroad
like to
activity
explore.
in exchange for caps. Nuka-Cola is a health
We would
hazard.
very much like it if there were new areas
With
that
120%
weren't
of the daily average sugar content,
in the game
you
initially,
probably should
because
avoid
a lot of
drinking
us
this.
have been everywhere,
Tier 4.
man. We've been
We sink
everywhere.
deeper down to the more obscure things of Fallout. Dogmeat
Wow.
is a synth.
Not everywhere. There are lots of
Wowie.
places that are still hidden,
This is
I'm
a big
sure.
one.
But we've
And
been a
one that
lot
I
of
haven't heard
places.
before doing research for this video. I think this theory is backed up by a couple things. One, Dogmeat instantly
Start
bonds with
leaving
a
more
soul
breadcrumbs
survivor.
for us to follow
Two,
if there are things we
Valentine
haven't
can
found
communicate
yet.
with Dogmeat through perhaps a secret institute frequency. And three, Dogmeat inexplicably shows up to Kellogg's house in Diamond City without any plan, almost as if he is keeping an eye on the soul survivor's progress. All in all, I don't really buy it. Dogmeat is just one special dog. Similar to the other main characters in the Fallout games, they just show up, help out, change the lives of many, and quietly leave. To me, Dogmeat is just like that. Pam started the war. An AI developed as a joint project between the Defense Intelligence Agency and the US military, the predictive analytic machine was used to foresee and stop a nuclear war before it could ever happen. This theory surmises...
Now, that is an interesting theory because you could say that Pam may have hijacked Voltec systems and set off their nukes prematurely, or she knew the Zatans were coming, or I don't know. It's just very interesting. That is an interesting tidbit.
Is that Pam, the all-knowing calculator wizard, foresaw that nuclear war was unavoidable and streamlined the process, first launching American nukes. Anytime a new theory about who launched the first nukes comes up, I just think that it ultimately doesn't matter. The setting and stories of the Fallout games are made
It really
the same
doesn't.
regardless of who fired missiles first,
Yeah.
and my guess is that it will always remain a mystery. And that's okay. Mystery is what makes things compelling. Anyway,
I need to
the
cut my
FU
hair.
door. Near the SATCOM array, NN03D satellite communication array, there is a misleading door. Opening the door leads you to a concrete
Twitch
wall
recommends
with
that
the words,
that I
"Fuck you,"
stream for 4
painted on the
hours.
wall. In a similar
So
vein, there are a bunch of weird things at the location.
I'm at
A giant
3.
teddy bear behind a boarded up door, a chess game in progress, a couple of coffins with skeletons in them, sporks being balanced on a railing,
Yeah, it's 4
a
o'clock
ton of
already.
empty whiskey bottles laying about, balancing missiles, and a pair of mini nukes on a makeshift scarecrow. A similar FU door can be found in Fallout 4 as well, except instead of the profane language, you're met with a red skeleton and then a sentry bot appears behind you.
I'm gonna cut it here
Fallout
soon.
4's version is
We'll
way
watch the
worse.
rest later.
Sentry bots are crazy
It's a pretty
strong in
long
that game
video.
for some reason.
No, I mean it's only like
The
half an hour.
Interloper. A paranormal entity tucked
no,
away in the
maybe we'll
depths of
just-
the Lucky Hole mine.
Yeah, expound
The
on
Interloper
expound
perverted
on
the
this,
minds of some
Bethesda,
Mothman
please.
cultists.
That would be nice.
The Interloper called to cultist Jeff Lane, choosing him as the conduit of the unknowable, and promised to reveal the true hidden reality. It's a pretty creepy thing, actually, that appears as a massive
Maybe I'll also do
thing
some streaming on
in the
my
mine.
Fallout character.
Fun fact for you, it also goes by the firstborn
this
of the
week.
woods. The cult of the Mothman were helped by the Interloper. In desperate need of water, the Interloper created a natural water spring. It's honestly just a really creepy entity, maybe the scariest of Fallout 76. Just looking at images makes me uncomfortable. Doc Mitchell Glitch. A creepy glitch can happen in New Vegas where, as the courier is coming to at the beginning of the game, Doc Mitchell's head can be seen rotating a full 360 degrees. It's quite the creepy sight for first-time players who don't realize that it's a glitch. Fallout is a Lovecraftian story. This one's pretty self-explanatory and goes along with the Interloper and Dunwich Horror entries. Essentially, the theory states that the Fallout universe shares the same universe as
Yeah,
H.P.
some of my
Lovecraft.
favorite parts is the
It's just a
Dunwich
fun
building
theory that
and the
plays on the
Dunwich
paranormal
horrors.
aspects of the Fallout games. The Elder Scrolls
I like the
and
Interloper,
Fallout
too.
shared universe theory.
Also
This
like
theory states that the Elder Scrolls games and the Fallout games, both made by Bethesda, mind you, share the same universe. It's a pretty half-baked theory supported by commonly
The
named
video
items that
or
appear in both games, like
the
Nern Roots and Sweet
whatever
Rolls.
that household is, that
Outside
they're
of the
immortals.
Elder Scrolls not
As long
taking
as
place on
they
Earth,
keep
the two theories I read
taking their
actually
blood's
disagree
dad,
on which
or
game's universe
their
came
dad's
first.
blood, their blood's dad.
One theory poses that the Elder Scrolls happened first, then a cataclysmic event
Cabot
occurred
House.
leading up to Fallout's timeline. Another theory I read mentioned that Fallout's timeline occurred, and then the Aedra of the Elder Scrolls saw the Fallout universe as a failure and wiped the slate clean, creating the Elder Scrolls universe. It's a lot of grasping at straws just because Nern Root
I
is
hope
found
you
in
guys
Fallout
have
4,
enjoyed
but
yourselves.
it's
I
also
hope you
kinda
found
fun.
something
Moving
interesting
on. Tier
to
5.
go and do
The
more
Easy
research
Peat
about.
Migration. A reference to a Jerma video where he
We've had
spawns
some
a
pretty
dozen
good,
Easy Peats on the
good
ship.
times on Dark
The
and
army of
Darker.
Peats proceed to collectively try and return to their home
I would
in Good
assume they
Springs.
kicked everybody out
The
for
new
server
plague.
maintenance.
I actually made a short video about this not too long ago. The new plague was a virus that plagued much of the United States pre-war. Also
Yeah, I'd
known
like
as
to
the
know more
blue
about the
flu,
new
the
plague.
symptoms included sweating, swelling, and would lead to lethal external hemorrhaging. Americans were told to isolate and refrain from socializing. The government used the severity of the virus to promote propaganda around it, claiming that a symptom was socialist thoughts. No cure was ever made, but research performed by West Tech would lead to the
I still gotta
Pan-Immunity Variant Project, and eventually
upload this
research into the
motherfucker
forced
to
evolutionary virus.
YouTube.
It's not a super well-documented event in Fallout, only ever canonically being mentioned in Fallout 3 and the original Fallout 1.
I'm just fucking let it upload
The
while I
event was
sleep.
going to play a bigger part of Black Isle Studios' canceled
and deal with
Van
the
Buren project.
details and when I
Just
get
an
up.
obscure little event. It's kind of neat. Impossible potatoes. This is a weird one on its own. I think this is in reference to the Brotherhood of Steel claiming that potatoes are extinct, but old world potato food products can be created with the weird potato-tomato hybrids of the universe, potato, and the fact that potatoes do exist in Fallout New Vegas. Now this is all very confusing, and I think that's the point. A potato's simultaneous extinction and existence creates the impossible potato. It's a weird one, and that's my best interpretation. If you have another interpretation, feel free to comment. I'll heart the best one, I guess. Sierra Madre is Hotel California. A reference to the Eagles song, this iceberg entry is noting the similarities between the hotel described in Hotel California and the Sierra Madre in New Vegas' Dead Money DLC. The song itself is about how America lives in excess and is focused on materialism. This is a significant theme in the Fallout universe as well, as one could argue the events of the Great War were brought on from America's focus on consumerism. Outside of the similar themes, the lyrics just kind of remind you of the Sierra Madre as well. I'll read some of the lyrics and we'll try to identify some of the similar themes. On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair. Well, for starters, the Sierra Madre is in a desert. Warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. The Sierra Madre has a sickening way of drawing people in. There she stood in the doorway, the Vera hologram and radio messages drawing in travelers. I heard the mission bell, and I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. It could be heaven because the technology at the Sierra Madre is life-changing. The chip machines can print just about anything. And hell, because in the wrong hands, the technology at the Sierra Madre could take over the Mojave, which is an actual Easter egg ending in the game. Then she lit up a candle, and she showed me the way. That could be Elijah guiding the courier. There were voices in the corridor. I thought I heard them say, "Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place, such a lovely face. Plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here." Her mind is Tiffany Twister. She got the Mercedes-Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys that she calls friends. I interpret this to be the ghost people. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some
Losing
dance
the
to
thread
forget.
a little bit here, sir.
I would take that as the I'll stop here, and there are a couple more references, but I'll let you point them out in comments. It's a neat little rabbit hole to explore. I was actually surprised by this because I had never heard this theory before. So, pretty neat. +1 to the iceberg. I really like this one. Carhenge. Carhenge is an Easter egg location in Fallout 4. It's a reference to the real-life Stonehenge. I guess the mystery of Carhenge is the same as Stonehenge.
You mean
No one really knows how the cars got to be where they are, Although it's a bit
A
less
behemoth,
mysterious in
yeah,
the Fallout
yeah.
universe, because my bet is that a super mutant behemoth probably placed those cars there. Wouldn't that be neat? I'm not sure why this is so low on the iceberg, but I guess it's a bit obscure. Enclave is good. The Enclave is good theory is as plain as the name. The games portray the Enclave as a bad guy because the main protagonist's goals typically conflict with the goals of the Enclave, but the Enclave is trying to restore humanity to its purest form, allowing those who get in the way. It's all about perspective. Everything is dependent on perspective. If you put yourself in the place of the Enclave and see the people of the Waste maintain their new society, it's just plain opposition to your goals. The people who don't embrace the Enclave's order would be strictly opposing it. I don't agree with the Enclave's methods, and they do come off as comically evil quite a few times. It's just an interesting entry about perspective.
Yeah, I
Point
don't
Lookout
trust
Dinosaur.
anything the fucking Enclave says.
In the waters of Point Lookout, a T-Rex can be found.
Sometimes the Brotherhood is no better,
Not a
but
T-Rex, but a
I
T-Rex
believe
skeleton
the
can
Fallout
be found.
3 Brotherhood
Yeah,
is the
there's
best
not much
version
to it. There's an ammo box
that
there,
we've ever had.
so that's kind of neat. The Grenade Man. There's a Raider folklore story
had the most
about a man who walked into Hardware Town and threw a bunch of grenades at the
capability
Raiders
for
and opened fire.
doing good
But
for
the
the
grenades were
wasteland
really
as a
rocks,
whole.
and the man was just making machine gun noises with his mouth. The Raiders were dumbfounded by the man and were left motionless as he left out the back door and rode off on his motorcycle. Players have been looking for Grenade Man for a while now, but I don't think such a person exists in-game. Unlucky. Fox was a female. Super mutants lack a defining gender distinction. If you were a woman and ended up turning into a super mutant, you'd look the same as if a man was exposed to the FUV. A terminal in Vault 87 claims that Fox was actually a female test subject. I believe this theory was debunked as lead designer Emile Pagliarulo confirmed that Fox was indeed male. As I research further down the tiers, they just get better and better. Wow. Tier 6, you are a synth. This is a theory that some fans firmly believe, and I think it
it's
matches
possible.
with the themes and messages of Fallout 4.
Yeah, there's a
ultimately,
good,
like
there's
the
a
Pam
good
theory,
case
it
for
doesn't
it.
change anything. So if you want to believe that the Soul Survivor is a synth, more power to you. This theory is based on a few things, one of which being able to access VATS prior to acquiring the Pip-Boy. I don't put much stock into it though. I can't imagine Father would let a synth become the leader of the Institute, nor could I imagine Father allowing a synth to rebel against the Institute either. And on top of that, Nate/Nora knows a bit too much about pre-war things, even if memories were implanted. I don't know. If you believe this theory, that's great, but just know it's in tier 6 of the iceberg for a reason. Mysterious Stranger is a player. This is just kind of a silly one, similar to the Dark Souls series where you can bring in another player to help you with the bosses. This theory is that the Mysterious Stranger perk occurs when you and another player are attacking the same enemy. Don't put too much stock into this, it's just one of those gaming folklores. Ghoul Whale. Named Old Peg, the Ghoul Whale is
Another
another
thing that I wish
folklore
was
slash
in
Easter
Fallout
egg.
4 instead
It's
of that
described by
stupid
Bunker Hill Caravan Guard as a massive
thing they
whale
put in
ravaged
Far
by
Harbor
radiation
instead,
that
just in
can
case
emerge
anybody
from
hasn't
the
played it
ocean
yet.
onto land. A Reddit post 6 years ago attempted a few things using the buoys around the Boston Harbor to try and summon the beast. However, I can't find an update on it, and the Old Peg wiki page aptly identifies the beast as a mentioned-only character. Maybe cut content, maybe it was supposed to tease a canceled DLC.
Oh, it was definitely
maybe
cut
it's just
content,
some idle
'cause there's,
dialogue. Either way, it's a cool
there's-
iceberg entry.
There's stuff in
Mr. House
the
original picture.
in the
picture
game
used
files.
as the avatar for Mr. House
There's
in
actually
Lucky
models and
38
shit for it.
in early iterations of New Vegas was pretty unsettling. He definitely comes across as more of a slimy and ruthless businessman in the picture. It's just another creepy part of Fallout. Maybe the devs thought he would look too comically evil. It's a good change in my opinion. Living mannequins. In a world with synthetic humans, can we really trust the mannequins of Fallout
Yeah, I
aren't
always like
synthetic
this about
humans
the
either?
game too.
I mean, they
It's
do
pretty
kind of look
spooky.
like Generation 2 synths. The theory would also explain why mannequins appear in the strangest locations. They serve as the eyes and the ears of the
I don't know.
group
Maybe I'll
of the
play through
Institute.
Fallout 4 again on stream.
I like this theory. It's just harmless little fun and adds a more creepy and unnerving vibe to the already creepy and bleak Commonwealth. Infinite bowling balls. This is just a fun exploit that exists in Fallout 4. By taking the bowling ball mod off the Striker and adding it to the Big Boy will begin shooting 2 modified bowling balls. Then from there, you just collect the ones that you shot, and you've gotten infinite supply of bowling balls. That's got to be good for something, right? The X01 retcon. This is a pretty big controversy in the Fallout community, it seems, and essentially it's a whole lot of ruckus for not a lot of impact on the overall world of Fallout. The X01 power armor is said to have been created by the Enclave post-war. However, in the Nuka World DLC, you can find an experimental quantum X01 suit of power armor. This was seen as another retcon from Bethesda and upset a ton of people. As an aside, retcons aren't that big a deal.
Sloppy lore
Retcons
keeping.
are bound to happen when new writers take over a franchise. They
No,
can't or
sloppy
shouldn't be
lore
expected
keeping.
to remember every minute detail. So if
Yes.
some things change, that's just life. You gotta learn to live with it. The
No,
Fallout franchise
you have a
doesn't belong to
franchise
me
to
or
fucking
you. It belongs to Bethesda,
shepherd.
and they can change what they like. End of my small rant. Anyway, back to the retcon. To me, it's simple. The X01 power armor in Nuka World is a prototype, and the X01 Advanced was created post-war using the prototype schematics. Yeah, it's that easy. It's just a really quick explanation, I think. Cats are extinct/synths. Only appearing in Fallout 4, 76, and Fallout Shelter, cats seldom appear in the game's franchise. Even Mr. House believes that they had gone extinct. This led many people to theorize that synthetic cats were developed by the Institute and released into the Commonwealth. And yeah, that's the end of part 1 for the Fallout Iceberg. We covered 6 tiers? We'll do the last 4 next week in part 2 when that comes out. If you made it to the end of this video, I want to thank you for being here. Feel free to like, subscribe, comment.
Yeah, everybody go to his
his
channel and do that.
And if
He's
this
got other
goes
good
well,
stuff.
if this part goes well and next part goes well, maybe we'll do a part 3. Take care, folks. Have a good day.
You surprised me, Bush.
You too, sir.
I didn't think you had any. Hairdresser. Who would have thunk it?
Okay. Alright, guys. So I believe that's it for tonight. But let's cue this one up for. Oh, I don't have my work schedule yet for this week.
So we're here.
Yep, we are here, but we're not going to do this tonight. I got to get to bed. I'm tired. I will give you Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll give you a whole stream dedicated to that because I've got to get started with that. And I'm not going to leave my dude in town for eternity. That would be wrong. So I'll dedicate a whole stream to that here real soon. Thank you for hanging out with me, watching some spooky stuff, playing some Dark and Darker, and checking out some Fallout content from my man Nort. I guess that's his name. And Local 58. Check it out. You won't regret it. Check out the website. It's got more spooky stuff. Yeah, we're also going to check out some stuff from Nexpo. We might even check out the analysis on it for anybody that that wants just the Cliff Notes version. We'll get into that maybe Tuesday. I don't know. If I'm off early on Tuesday, I'll probably stream early. Yeah. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Really appreciate it. I'm a brand new channel. I upload frequently. Not every day, but frequently enough. And I will continue to bring you content on games that I like to play and content that I like to watch. You guys have a great one. Be safe. Be happy. Be healthy. Most importantly, be happy. Have a good night, guys.